President Trump moves to build a wall.
Marches in Washington for women's rights and against abortion rights.
This may be the year of the musical at the Oscars.
Getting around Lancaster may take a little longer. We'll tell you why.
It's Friday, January 27th, 2017.
I'm Fire Molina.
And I'm Andrew Shuminger.
And this is the Week in Review.
President Trump is wasting no time fulfilling a campaign promise. He signed an executive order jump-starting construction of a wall along the U.S.-Mexican border. Mexico refuses to pay for it, so existing federal funds, that means taxpayers' money, will be used to start the $10 billion project.
As early as today, Trump is expected to sign an order pausing the flow of all refugees, especially those from Muslim-dominated countries. And he wants to ban indefinitely those fleeing war-torn Syria because of the threat of terrorism. The new president also wants to cut federal funding to sanctuary cities that protect immigrants.
One of those cities is Philadelphia. Lancaster is not considered a sanctuary city, but the mayor says it doesn't actively go out looking for people without documentation. Now, 2 Lancaster lawmakers are sponsoring a bill to cut off all state funds to any city in the Commonwealth that protects illegal immigrants.
Protecting women's rights and equality was the concern of 500,000 people who marched in Washington on the first day of Trump's presidency. Today, tens of thousands are expected in the nation's capital for the annual March for Life. It's been held every year since the 1973 Supreme Court decision legalizing abortion. The morning show's Felicia Molina is among the marchers, and we hope to have a report from her next week.
Now, with a report on sports, here's Will Patterson.
The Lady Crusaders keep their winning streak alive. The girls' basketball team won back-to-back games against Bishop McDevitt on Monday night, 64-51, and Anvil Cuyona on Tuesday night, 56-19. Sophomore sensation Kiki Jefferson racked up a total of 46 points over the 2 games. The boys' basketball team came back from Monday's loss to Bishop McDevitt to score a convincing 49-35 victory over Anvil Cuyona. Danny Baumberger had a game-high 22 points. It's decided. The New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons will battle in Super Bowl 51 in Houston. It's the 9th appearance for the Patriots, and that's an NFL record. This will be the Falcons' first trip to the championship game in 18 years. Here's something you might find interesting. Of all the big-name colleges in the country, Rutgers University in New Jersey has the most players in this year's Super Bowl. Fox News says there are 5, 3 players and the coach of the Patriots, and 1 Falcon. Not bad for the Scarlet Knights. Steelers fans, if you're still reeling from their loss to New England, got another shocker. Ben Roethlisberger may not be back as quarterback. The 35-year-old says he'll take the offseason to consider his health and decide whether he'll return next year. I'm Will Patterson, and back to you in the studio.
Do you remember the story of a Millersville College co-ed murdered 2 years ago on campus? It really shocked the Lancaster community. Now her parents are suing the university. They claim Millersville knew that Carly Hall was being physically abused by her boyfriend, but did little to stop it from happening again.
Lancaster is taking action to fix some of its traffic problems. Felicia Molina is here with the story.
For those of us who drive to school, better plan on a few more minutes. Lancaster County is adding more traffic lights. This makes for nearly 500 signalized intersections within the last 20 years. Manheim Township will have the most traffic signals with 26. One of the most recognizable areas getting a new traffic signal is Fruitville Pike. New lights and turning lanes will be installed at the secondary entrance to the new Belmont development. These lights will really allow people the time to stop and think. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Felicia. We know who will be up for Academy Awards this year. Julia Santoro has the week's entertainment report.
The Oscar nominations are out, and La La Land grabbed a record-tying 14 nominations, including Best Picture. And hashtag #OscarSoWhite won't be trending on social media this year. The Academy nominated 7 actors of color. The success of La La Land prompted Hollywood studios to launch production on 20 new musicals. They include the live-action film Beauty and the Beast and the movie based on the Broadway hit Wicked. Are you and your friends split on what movie to see? Well, the new thriller Split blew out box office expectations, making more than $40 million in its opening weekend. And speaking of movies, we know the title and release date of the 8th Star Wars episode. The Last Jedi will land in theaters December 15th, 2017. Paul McCartney is fighting to get the rights to his own music. The former Beatle is suing Sony for popular songs such as Hey Jude and Yesterday. Sony purchased the entire catalog of songs from Michael Jackson's estate. In 1985, Jackson paid $46 million for the collection. I'm Julia Santoro.
And we got word last night that Mary Tyler Moore has died. She starred in two iconic TV shows, The Dick Van Dyke Show and the 1970 show bearing her name. It was groundbreaking because it was the first time the lead character was a young, single, professional woman trying to make it in a man's world, in a television newsroom. Mary Tyler Moore was 80.
A milestone in the world of business. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed above 20,000 for the first time in its 120-year history. That could be good news for many Americans, like your parents investing for your college education.
Finally, Lancaster County Police are looking for the burglars who broke into Martin's repair shop in West Earl Township. Did they steal auto parts?
No.
Computers?
No.
Cash?
No.
The only thing missing was a jar of pretzels. Maybe that's the only dough they could find. Pretzel thieves? Now that's twisted.
That's a wrap on the week.
Have a great weekend, Crusaders.